What's up, everybody watching in a computer, smartphone, tablet, or TV? This is Andy, and today I am going to be making my predictions for WWE Hell in a Cell, the yearly pay-per-view that always takes place usually around this time or in October, but it is in September this year, as it will be held at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, with the pre-show starting at 6 o'clock. And of course, the main show starting at 7 o'clock. And as I'm recording this on September 14th, which is Friday, I'm on Wikipedia, and there's no pre-show matches listed. So in total, we have 8 matches listed on this card. Pretty much a majority of them are going to be championship matches. So I'm going to predict the 2 non-championship matches first. So first up, we got mixed tag team action, as Daniel Bryan will team up with his wife Brie Bella to take on The Miz and his wife Maurice. So again, a storyline with Daniel Bryan and The Miz going back the previous 8 years. We all know that story, going back to 2010. But let's keep in mind here that The Miz cheated at SummerSlam. There's no excuse for that. Pretty much, we all knew that Maurice handed Miz bare knuckles to help him win that match. So pretty much, yeah, that's where we're at right now. We got mixed tag team action. So, I think Daniel Bryan and Brie are going to win, just to put Daniel Bryan over with the crowd. And honestly, Daniel needs a little bit of momentum, as he has a big match at Superstar Showdown, which I'll get into at the end of this video, because I will talk a little bit about the card for that in this video. But yes, I predict that Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella will win this match. And lastly, our non-championship match of the evening will be a Hell in a Cell match, which includes Jeff Hardy taking on Randy Orton in a rivalry that's pretty much been going on since 2008 or 9, if you really want to go back that far. Pretty much Randy Orton is now a heel, which in my opinion, I'm liking this persona. And I pretty much liked the persona back in the day when he had his feud with Triple H, of course, which included Triple H invading Randy Orton's house, but that's a different story. But yeah, this rivalry is way different. Pretty much when Randy came back in July, if you don't remember, Randy just wanted to torment Jeff, and this has been going on now for 2 months. We're in September now, and we have this big match inside Hell in a Cell. Jeff pretty much wanted Randy inside the cell. These two have been locked up in a steel cage before a long time ago, but this was, of course, a regular steel cage match. We're talking about Hell in a Cell here. So, just for the heck of it, I'm going to say Randy Orton wins this match, because pretty much, if Randy Orton is going to be a heel and he's going to keep this persona, he needs to win this match. So I'm predicting that Randy Orton will be your winner inside Hell in a Cell. So now we'll go to the championship matches. So I'm going to predict the women's division first. So we got a rematch regarding Alexa Bliss. She will be taking on Ronda Rousey. And honestly, Ronda's going to win this match, just because she's over with the crowd. And being honest with everybody, this is becoming the downfall of Alexa Bliss. Unless maybe she redeems herself in the mixed tag team action. That whole tournament they have again, Season 2 starting, I think next week, I'm not too sure. But that's the way I think she'll get redemption, with her taking on teaming up with Braun Strowman. But for now, this is the downfall of her singles career, and Ronda will win. Ronda will be still your Raw Women's Champion. Now on to SmackDown. In a heated exchange and pretty much in a shocking twist, Charlotte Flair, who won the SmackDown Women's Championship in a triple threat match and successfully defended the belt against Carmella a few weeks ago on SmackDown Live, will be taking on her former real-life best friend, Becky Lynch. And this has become completely personal, because the two of them pretty much are bickering, because it's all about the championship here. This is what it's all about. Becky had an incredible push the past couple of months for her to be the champion. I was bought into it. Many of the fans were bought into believing that Becky Lynch was going to be a 2-time champion. That didn't happen at SummerSlam. And honestly, her speaking the truth is how I feel about Becky, alright? This is a bad girl persona, and I like it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, these heels are really building up their characters. You know, the reason why I used to hate heels was because they were built up in the wrong way. But as I've grown older and realized one thing in this business is that if you develop your character the right way as a heel, you can earn a little bit of my respect. And that's why I said earlier with Randy Orton, and this is how Becky has earned my respect, because I realized one thing. She should be the champion, not Charlotte. Alright? Charlotte has had her time, everyone. Alright? I understand that she comes from her dad's legacy. Her dad was, of course, a 16-time champion. And pretty much Cena is like one number away from, I think... Actually, no. If I'm correct, yeah. They're both tied, Cena and Flair. But pretty much when you look at it, I'm going to count to you how many times Charlotte has been champion. So pretty much you add 4 plus 2. That's 6, right? Then you add, of course, the time she was Divas champion. That makes 7 times. She's been champion 7 times in the main roster. And then you add up the time when she was NXT Women's Champion. That's 8 times. That's literally 8 times she has been champion in this industry. Alright? Becky has only won the belt once. Once! That doesn't even include NXT. She was never the champion in NXT. I can confirm to you that right now. But, yeah, Becky has really built up her character as a heel. I think she will go on and become a 2-time tag team two-time women's champion. Right, there's no female tag team champion yet. I mean, hopefully there will be soon, but yeah, pretty much Becky only has been champion once. So she deserves this spotlight. She deserves to be a heel for making her case point. So she will become your new SmackDown Women's Champion. Now, on to the tag team division for the men. Because remember, there's no women's yet. But I'm sure when the women's pay-per-view is in October, we'll have female tag team championships. But anyhow, Raw Tag Team Championships. We got Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre taking on Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, 2 members of the Shield. I don't know. I mean, I have a bad feeling. I know what Vince is going to be doing. I'm going to go with the safe bet here and just say that Vince is protecting Roman. So I'm just going to go in for the heck of it and say that we will have new Raw Tag Team Champions. Seth and Dean will become your new champions. And from there, more protection for, honestly, Seth. I mean, more protection for Roman, which I'll get into that later on at the end. But, yeah. New tag team champions in Raw. Same with SmackDown. New Day taking on Rusev Day, the team of Rusev and Aiden English. So it'll be New Day taking on Rusev Day for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I think Rusev Day will finally, even though they are portrayed as heels, get over with the crowd, and they will win the belts. So therefore, new champions in the tag team division for both Raw and SmackDown are coming. I'm still upset about what happened to B-Team because I thought they were going to go on a lengthy run, but I don't know what's going to happen to B-Team. But yeah, New Day will lose, Rusev Day will win. Bottom line. Now on to the singles championship matches. So first up, we have AJ Styles defending the championship again against Samoa Joe. And honestly, I'm upset that this is not taking place inside Hell in a Cell. There should at least be 3 Hell in a Cell matches. Maybe 4 if you want to put Charlotte and Becky inside that structure. That's where they should be finishing it off. But, you know, it's not fair to, but these two men who have known each other for 20 years, number one, can't finish it off inside the cell. And this is just going to be a regular singles match. But you all know what's happened in the past couple of months. How Samoa has made this personal. Bringing in AJ's family, for crying out loud. And now we're in this situation of pretty much having Samoa win this belt. So I think Samoa will finally successfully lock in that Coquita clutch. And this time the Coquita clutch will prevail. And we will have a brand new SmackDown. Oh, yeah, pretty much it'll be SmackDown singles. But yeah, the new WWE Championship. So Samoa will be your new WWE Champion. And I think Samoa is going to at least be the champion going into Survivor Series. He'll definitely be the champion going into that. But after that, I don't know what will happen. My safe bet would be let him keep the belt until the Royal Rumble next year and figure it out from there. And lastly, and this is unfortunately going to be our main event, we have Roman Reigns taking on Braun Strowman. And this is very important because Braun Strowman will be cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase to have this opportunity. And just announced this past Monday night on Raw, we will have a special guest referee as one of the original men who fought inside the first Hell in a Cell match. Long Island's own Mick Foley will be your special guest referee. So, a lot of wrestling fans in Long Island are going to be paying attention to this because, again, Mick Foley's from Long Island, and, of course, everybody remembers him as Mankind. But, yeah, he will not be dressed up as Mankind if anybody wants that to happen. I mean, I want to see it happen, but it won't happen. But anyhow, yes. We have this Hell in a Cell match. So, pretty much, the members of the Shield, the other members, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, will not be able to protect Roman inside that cell. Roman's going to have to fight on his own, and pretty much, I don't know. I mean, I want to see Braun win, even though they're making him a heel. But remember, folks, and I'm going to go into my theory here. Vince is just going to protect the top guy in the company. That's what Vince wants, and that's what Vince is going to get. So still, your Universal Champion will be Roman Reigns. I have this theory that Roman's reign will go into WrestleMania and somehow it'll involve somebody else. I don't know who it's going to be yet, but I'm going with that assumption that Roman's going to be champion going into WrestleMania. But then in order for that to be made up, he needs to lose the belt at WrestleMania. Bottom line, Roman needs to have a WrestleMania loss. That's where I'm going to end that point. But, yeah, Roman will defend the belt. Braun will lose. And I think this will be if I'm correct, I think this will be the 4th time ever a champion cashing in his briefcase would lose the cash-in match. So pretty much, we've had about 3 losers, if I'm correct. I think, right. Once was Cena. The other was, I know last year, Baron Corbin. And then, Sandow. That's the other guy. So it was like 3 other losers we've had that lost their cash-in matches. So if Braun were to lose, it would be the 4th time that's ever happened. Alright, yeah, Cena, Corbin, and then Sandow. So that would be pretty much 4 times it's happened. So that's going to end my pay-per-view prediction video. And of course, I will be back next month for 2 huge pay-per-views. We have, of course, WWE Super Showdown, which, believe it or not, will be taking place a couple weeks from now on Saturday, October 6th. Believe it or not, that pay-per-view is going to be starting early. Way early. Like, wee hours in the morning, I hear. So I'm probably just gonna have to rewatch it on WWE Network. Cause I'm not waking up early in the morning for that. But some of the matches so far look decent. I mean, everybody's talking about the big match with Undertaker taking on Triple H. I'm looking at the card right now, and apparently, from what I'm making, yeah, like I assume, the Shield are going to be taking on Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre. So there's a lot of tag team matches I'm seeing on this card. And then, of course, we have Evolution taking place on the 28th next month at, believe it or not, the Nassau Coliseum. We have about 7 matches listed on the card for that right now. I can confirm to you that Lita will be taking on Mickie James. Alexa Bliss will be taking on Trish Stratus. Again, of course, we have the Mae Young Classic Tournament final match, as Io Shirai will be taking on Toni Storm, which I'm not familiar with the Mae Young Classic. But then, of course, we have NXT UK Women's Championship, NXT Women's Championship, and, of course, Raw and SmackDown belts will be on the line that night. And it will be the first ever all-women's pay-per-view. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching. Enjoy Hell in a Cell this Sunday if you're going to be at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Or what I'm going to be doing, enjoying it from the comfort of my home because I got to go to work the next day. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, please take care.